Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Maria. I do DIYs, hauls, vlogs, and more. Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button to get notified every time I upload. Follow me on Instagram, and for collabs, you can email me at. Today I have 3 farmhouse fall decor DIYs. I got all the stuff from Dollar Tree. I absolutely love how all 3 turned out. I am so excited because I was recently asked by Thread Tanks to collab with them. I will be unboxing and trying on 3 shirts. I was able to choose the design. It was really hard for me because they have so many different kinds. I will leave the link down below to the shirts I chose. And I would like to share a discount code that will save you 10% on your entire purchase. So thank you so much, Thread Tanks. I absolutely love the shirts. So now let's unbox them. Thread Tanks has amazing and adorable designs. You can pick shirts that are totally you. Each design tells a different story. I love so many, but these are the 3 I chose. Everything's packed so nice and neatly. Since fall is here, I decided to get this t-shirt. I got it in size medium. The color is Heather Sage. I chose this because this is so me during fall. I love what the shirt says, fall, sweet fall. The words around it are pumpkin patches, flannels, crisp apples, cozy stalks, baked goods, family, cinnamon, harvest, and bonfires. I love how the shirt fits me, not too tight or loose. The material feels so nice and so perfect for this Florida weather. They have so many different styles, from t-shirt, tanks, sweaters, slouchy sweatshirts, and more. My second shirt is this Whiny Witches t-shirt. I got this in size medium, Heather Gray. I love it because I love Halloween and I sure love me some wine. I also made a Hocus Pocus DIY home decor last month and it reminds me so much of it. The third shirt I got was my most favorite out of all 3. This is a slouchy sweatshirt. I got it in size medium. This is a beautiful red with a heart in the middle. You can use this for Christmas or even Valentine's. I would have chose all 3 in this style, but unfortunately it doesn't get that cold here in Florida. But if you're from the north, I definitely recommend it. It feels so nice and cozy. So now let's get to the DIYs. I made these 3 farmhouse fall decor. I'm going to start with this sign. I got this Halloween decor sign from Dollar Tree. I am going to paint it using my apple barrel acrylic paint in white. To achieve the perfect old wood look, use a stippled paintbrush and a little bit of paint. The paintbrush will leave it streaky, and if you only do 1 coat, some of the brown will peek through. To give it the wood plank appearance, I will be using this brown paint and a ruler to paint the lines. I didn't use a pencil first, I went straight with the paint. With the same brown paint and the stipple paintbrush, I will be distressing the edges. I will then distress the rest of the sign. And remember, you want to use a little bit of paint or even dry paint this to achieve the distressed look. I will be using this decor garden sign from Dollar Tree. I am going to remove the stick or the stand, and then I am going to paint it with the same brown around the orange because it was too orangey, so I wanted to tone it down. I am also going to paint the stem brown, and I'm going to remove the leaf. Since this is a metal sign, I will be using some of my E6000 and some hot glue. just because I feel like it won't hold by just using the hot glue. To decorate the sign, I cut off one leaf from this garland. I am also going to add this jute string bow I made. And you can leave it like that, but I decided to add some jute string at the edge and wrap it around 3 times. And if you want to hang this on your wall, you can just glue some jute string to the back so you can be able to hang it. You also want to add a little bit of E6000 or use a lot of hot glue. And that is it, guys. This is my first DIY. For my second DIY, I will be using this pumpkin decor sign. I will also use this thankful metal sign from Dollar Tree. I will be removing the metal leaf, but save it because you will use it later on. To paint the pumpkin, I will be using the same white acrylic paint I used in my first DIY. And again, I will only go over it once so some of the brown can peek through. With the same dark brown and the same paintbrush, I'm going to distress around the pumpkin. To make the pumpkin shape with a pencil, I'm going to first draw 2 lines and then go over them with the same dark brown and a smaller paintbrush. Before the paint dries, I'm going to go over the lines with the same brush I used to distress the pumpkin. I went over the edges a little more to make them darker. The last thing I will be doing is painting the stem using the same acrylic paint in brown. I'm going to cut 3 pieces of this burlap ribbon. The pieces need to be a little bigger than the thankful sign. I'm going to lay 2 of the pieces side by side. I am then going to add a little bit of the glue so I can add the third one right on top of it in the middle. I am going to glue the burlap to the pumpkin, and then I will be gluing the thankful sign right on top of it. As you can see, I cut the edges of the burlap, but I didn't need to because once I finish decorating the sign, you're not even gonna be able to see it. To decorate my sign, I will be using 4 leaves out of this garland. I'm going to glue 2 to each side. I am going to cut some of the berries off so I can add them to it. And the last thing I will be adding is the same metal leaf I took off at the beginning, and I am going to add a jute string bow I made. I decided to fold and glue some of the burlap in on both sides because I didn't like how white it looked. Doesn't it look so much better like this? I just love how this pumpkin turned out. My last DIY will be this small wagon. I made from a wire basket and the metal stem part I took off from my first DIY. I will also be using a toy from my son he got from a kids meal a while back. The first thing I will be doing is bending this metal to make it look like the handle from the wagon. I'm going to bend it to where it fits the basket before I paint it, because once this is painted, I don't want to use the wire tool anymore because it will remove the paint off. Once I'm finished doing that, I am going to paint the wheels black as well as the handle. I will be using 2 sticks to glue the wheels. I will cut them to the width of the basket. Once the sticks are cut, I will glue 1 wheel to each side. I will then glue the wheels to the basket using my hot glue gun. This next step is optional. I still have some of the mesh tube, so I decided to add it to the handle. I put it in through the tube to make the handle look thicker. It looks hard, but it's really easy to do. I then added the handle to the basket. I am going to add some of this black string around the part where you can still feel some of the wire where I bent it. I will be adding this piece of paper to the bottom of the basket because I will be adding some hay and I don't want it to make a mess. So this is gonna prevent this from doing that. After that, I'm going to decorate it with these pumpkin clips I got from Dollar Tree as well. You can use anything to decorate it. I also added different color of sunflowers plus some leaves. The last thing I'll be adding is this burlap ribbon I made. This is how my small wagon turned out. I just love it because you can change the decoration and use it all year round. And that is it, guys. Comment down below and let me know which one you love the most, because I love how all 3 turned out. I can't wait to start decorating my house with all these fall decors I have made.